EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready! Dragon 60! Ready!
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. And this throw will be intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
On the stick.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Reload.
They'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Gibson. He finds his man complete. That's Baker. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Stop low 18. Hurt.
Looking to throw. Gibson. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. The Browns had 3 and 8 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful.
Let's go now.
I expect them to do just that.
Set, tempo, set.
Hands it off out of the gun. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready,
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. Gibson. This is caught by Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Okay,
So
ready.
from inside Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Okay, break.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on second down. Gibson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to
Here we
wonder
go,
to
here we
yourself,
go.
okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and
Mustang
not deliver
19.
downfield and take that
19
sack?
light.
They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Ready.
To throw on third down. Gibson looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Ready,
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And some room to roam now. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs,
Let's go.
he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Seven Pirates.
Looking to throw. Gibson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
60 Vikings, 79 Broncos.
2nd and 2. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Ready, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. 18. 5 years.
They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Ready.
These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
No! Check,
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Gibson. And this one's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Let's go now.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we go, here we
Ball
go.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check smash, check smash.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Ready.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rig alert,
The
rig
center
alert.
receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
Running game working, then stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let's go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Gibson. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well.
Come on.
Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us,
60
Dave.
Eagles,
Well, I was thinking maybe
19
REM sleep
Tiger,
was off.
19
I'm trying to come
Tiger.
up with something.
Anything, right?
70 Lions.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Check smash, check smash, check Bobcat, check Bobcat.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And they are to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Ready?
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ready?
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, 49ers. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ready?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hustle, hustle.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly
Got it.
here.
Ready?
Just a yard up to the 39.
Check. Hurt. Hurt.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On the ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
19.
They start near midfield following the interception
70,
as they begin
70.
1st and 10.
Mustang 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
On the set.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on
Pass to
3rd
60,
down.
pass to 60.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 11.
'79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Gibson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready, ready. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Unlock Lions, unlock Lions. Cup 19, Cup 19.
The final shot before break. Gibson, he finds his man, complete. That's Baker. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Valentine now from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy,
because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
60 Bison,
Charles,
60
for them,
Bison.
pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here for their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ready,
it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing on first down. Gibson. It's caught. Cameron left side. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Ready.
Second down at 4.
18, pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Back to throw. Gibson. And Cameron has it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Street, street.
Looking to throw. Gibson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Street! Street!
From the gun, he'll hand this over. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Okay,
So
ready?
from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10
60
at the
Maverick,
49-yard
60
line.
Dragon 60. Warriors 70. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Back to throw. Gibson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go check, go check.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ready, set. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
On 1st and 10, Gibson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Panther Street, Panther Street.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st
Seven
and 10.
Pirates, 7 Pirates. Timberwolf.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Gibson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The
Here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ready, ready. Rig,
They'll bring a
rig.
receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
On first down, Gibson got his man complete over the middle. It's Baker. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. They run over center with Mitchell. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man in his head. Oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spent all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson. And now here is another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Let's go now.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Elijah Mitchell
His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gibson. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Come on, come on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Gibson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Gibson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Go. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy on the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And my goodness, another interception. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check smash, check
smash. Receiver in motion right.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw on second down. Gibson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On third down, Gibson. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing on first down, Gibson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18, Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Check that, street.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Gibson. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the try here for the point after. That'll cut the lead down to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
19,
and they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
70 Ranger.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, check that. Check smash.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Cup 19.
On first and 10, Gibson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation. The fourth quarter, you come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Trap 50, trap 60. Street. 60 Maverick.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson, he completes it to Evans. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Ready! Dragon 60! Go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Niners, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up. Show the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shop it. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest.